My name's Khadija. To be honest, I think I've had quite a few big changes. Early on, I'd say as a child, like moving countries, learning a new language, and more recently, I think stepping into university life, becoming course rep or student ambassador, and then also balancing, my passion for filmmaking, music, and storytelling. So change has never really been a choice for me. It's more like part of a journey. Mainly, one of the main reasons was curiosity. So I always wanted to see how far I could push myself, and also how much it's possible to connect with people through art and just human connection. There were a few things. One of them was my family, and there's a park outside my house. I like sitting there, and the sun hits you perfectly at this specific spot, so that's quite nice. I was born in Saudi, but ethnically I'm from Pakistan, and then I moved to the UK when I was 6. Since I was 7, I remember I used to make vlogs. It wasn't film initially, it was initially reading and then writing stories and then making videos on them. Everything creative, and I realized that films incorporate everything. These changes have made me realize that happiness is less of a destination, more of a process. I used to think that once I finished like a film or a story or a song, that would be happiness. I've realized that what actually makes me happy is when I'm making it, or when I'm on a set, or when we're building a set. That's the actual happy part. To me, creating meaning would be to make people feel something, whether that's through creative storytelling, films, music, and generally just human connection. And they can be tiny things. There are just so many things that connect people that you wouldn't expect. Human connection is a very vast array of intangible things. I find a lot of comfort in writing, but that normally happens at night for some reason. It's when everyone's asleep. That helps. Also, just going to a cafe, and I'm not a coffee enjoyer, I'm actually a hot chocolate fan. So yeah, having hot chocolate. So authenticity is just something that you can feel when a director really knows their story, when it comes from like their heart. There's just something different about when someone does it genuinely. Yeah, my favorite movie right now is I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and it is just such a good film. I felt like it was real. It's so beautiful. Like it's a metaphor for in our society, like the lowest class, people that no one pays attention to. A message that I would want to share would be about certain values that I hold myself: integrity, working hard, being true to yourself, and respecting people everyone the same. And also about the fact that you can never stop change. I think each change has made me more resilient and built me as a person. I'd like to see it in terms of layers of who I am. I think moving countries definitely made me appreciate my roots more, and different cultures. Film and music have taught me how important it is to collaborate, work as a team, listen to others, and just how much you can achieve when people work together. I think my older self would remind me that whilst ambition is important, it's also important to slow down live in the moment. Sometimes I forget to do that. Success isn't just about, the end goal. It's also about how deeply you experience life. Think like leaving things as they are adds a sort of value that they wouldn't have if you changed them. So whilst accepting change is important, I think instead of actively changing things, you should also, stop and appreciate things as how they are. Because for me, I always look back and things change so quickly, and then I think sometimes, like, maybe I should have stopped and enjoyed it a little bit more.